guys, welcome into Divine Golden Master, where we master being divine in this 3D reality. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick video about what you need to know when conducting a spell, ritual, when you are basically trying to manifest, right? Whether you're using candles, whether you're just using a petition, whether you're doing this through a bath, whatever it is, you could take these basic steps and apply them to any way of manifesting, whether it be candles, however, crystals, dirt, earth magic, whatever you're trying to do. Take these, this breakdown that I'm going to give you, like a breakdown of like how you can do this spell, ritual, whatever. I want you to take these in consideration. And when you take these things into consideration, it literally shifts the narrative of your working, okay? It makes it more intentional. It makes you very clear and aware on your intention. Because it's something that I really do notice a lot when I talk to my clients or when I do one-on-one with my clients. I notice a lot that sometimes people are really confused as to what exactly is it that they're manifesting? What exactly is it that they're wanting to bring about into this 3D reality? Or sometimes they can have too many things built in one, so it's harder for it to manifest. So today we're going to talk about how you can effectively manifest by looking at this breakdown to see, right? You can even make a checklist, take notes on this video, get your pen and pad, and you can write these things down. You have a spell, you have a ritual that you want to do. Take this checklist, go through it, and I promise you, you'll see it manifest. Okay, so we're gonna go through quickly the steps today, and then as the next few weeks go on, I'm gonna break down each step for you guys, and we're just gonna get into it. Okay, so the first thing, if you really want to bring your magic up, you have to really commit to writing your spells down. All right, so it's power in writing things down. All right, and it's power in that clarity. When you write things down, you understand more clear. The universe sees it more clear. Even if you have a mental fog, it's written down. You can read it back to yourself. You can remind yourself. All right, so it's very helpful to just write things down. You can get you a grimoire or some type of notebook, okay, that you can keep these spells in. This way that you can keep what works best for you and what may not be working and alter and shift it. All right, but if it works amazing and you don't have the grimoire or the book to know how it worked, you kind of, you're just guessing. You want to do it and you're going to have more confidence because behind your intention, the first time it worked. You know what I mean? So that's also another benefit. All right, but here's the basic format of what should be noted when you are writing these things down in your grimoire, your notebook, however, wherever you put your spells and rituals at. All right, number one, objective of the spell. What's the objective? What are we doing, right? You really want to get the objective of what's the point, right? Now, when you're looking into the objective, you don't want to look at what you don't want. You want to look at the positive aspects. So when you look into the objective, you want to see, okay, if this is a spell to get someone to respect you, all right, or to say somebody's messing with you, you want them to respect you. You won't say, okay, well, I'm doing this, I'm manifesting to stop messing with me or to leave me alone. I'm manifesting to respect me. I'm manifesting them to treat me in a friendly way, to treat me as their mother. You know what I'm saying? Get very specific on that aspect of what it is in a positive form that you want. Okay, now the next thing you want to think about is what's going to be your start date. All right, what's your start date? When it comes to the date, you can look into the days of the week, right? If you're working on love, maybe I'll do it on Friday. If I'm working on war, maybe I'll do it on Saturday or Tuesday. If I'm working on connecting to myself deeper or connecting to the moon, my intuition, I'm going to do it Monday, right? What day are you going to start the spell? And think about the significance behind it to back up the intention. All right. Then you want to think about the end date. All right. Am I going to do this for 3, 5, 7 days? How many days am I going to do this? All right. You want to think about that as well because, especially in Hoodoo, we work with the odd numbers. But like I told you guys, Hoodoo is like survival magic. So I feel like it's preparatory to a lot of more different gateways of expanding your magic. Okay, so think about when you want to end it and what day is that and what energy does that day hold. Now, the spell ingredients, right? What are we going to put in the spell? What's going to be the herbs? How are they serving the purpose, right? That's significant, all right? The next thing you want to think about is your petition paper words. Okay, so with your petition, you can write down a few things that you think you want it to be. I know a lot of people struggle with petition, but it's like, just write down, just jot down a paragraph of whatever it is that you're trying to bring into this 3D reality. What's the objective? Again, we're going to take it back to that. Write a couple things down, nothing set in stone, and then you can alter it, right? To where if you read it and you see, okay, well, I'm kind of talking negative here, I could shift this into a positive by this. Do that, okay? Now, after you think about your petition paper words, you're going to also think about what is going to be my spoken spell words. Because a lot of times we write a petition, but what we actually speak over the spell is different, right? And I know some of you guys are like, oh my God. Like, I've never done none of this. I know some people, like, they're like, okay, well, normally I just light a candle and that's fine too. It's all about where you're at on your journey. But to get more effective results, and we're operating in this Saturn energy, you got to take things step by step, right? And it's like, if you're not getting the results you want, you ain't about to stop manifesting. No, you're going to apply the right things and work on your craft and make yourself better at whatever it is that you're trying to do. Okay? So I just was feeling that, like, some people I know would be like, oh my God, this is too much, but this is what gets results. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay? I'm telling you. And even with my clients, okay, you can check my reviews on Instagram. I've posted here in the shorts and things like that, and I've been around for a little minute, so, you know, and you can even check the comments. Like, it works. I'm telling you, okay, the energy's not playing over here. So, you know, if you want to manifest and you're wondering why things not manifesting, pay attention and lock in. All right, because these are things that I'm very analytical. I'm a Virgo, so these are things that, especially when I was doing, like, teaching the candle class, these were a lot of the things that were set, I pushed into stone for them. Okay, because you want to, these are things that, it's the basics. You want to get back to the basics, it's the basics. Okay, and if you stand by this and you answer these, fill this out, I promise you the manifestation, the energy will shift. Especially if you're just lighting your candles and you're just dressing them, I promise you. And that's why you're like, I don't got to do all that. Well, I bet if you don't have to do all that now, I bet when you do all that, yeah, your manifestation may be manifesting, but wow, watch how they manifest when you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's another thing too that I like to get away from nowadays. It's like everything, you know, we're in the microwave generation. It's like, oh, what's easier? But sometimes it takes more time. What we spend more time being intentional on, what we pour more energy into, the energy is very intensely different. Okay, so yeah, so we got the petition paper. Now, what's the spoken spell words? What am I gonna say? Now, one thing I like to do with the spoken spell words is I like to get a affirmation, right, that I can constantly say and remember. So every time I look at my candle, if it's a glass candle, every time I look over there, I'm saying it. Every time I sit by it, I'm saying it. Subconsciously, I'm saying it because I done embedded in my brain. So that's why I like to do the affirmation. And you can write a few of them or however you want to do it, or you could just write a sentence that you want to say. But you want to do something that you know you can remember, that's not too difficult, so that you can even say it when you're not looking at what's written down. Okay? Now, the spell layout and plan. So the spell layout and plan is important as well, because now you're going to look into, I did a video not too long ago. You guys check that out. I think I did it about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 now. But it was a spell about, it was a video about the layout, right? Shapes. Are we using circles? Are we using stars? How are we going to lay the herbs? Right? You want to just write out the map in your grimoire. That way it's easier for you to create it again the next time. All right? And this really helps you to know, okay, well, say if you don't have something you need or you're needing something. Okay, well, now you know you need it and you didn't start something and then now you have to go get something. You know what I mean? It also helps you to see, like, you may get brilliant ideas just from Like, I know when I hold a lot of things in my mind, it's like, okay, now it's a big responsibility. I'm holding on to everything. But if I could just release it onto paper, now I could think of new things, and then I could erase that, add that, switch this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And that will really help as well. Now, this map is not only going to be useful for pre-planning, but like I said, when your spell is completed and you've gotten great results, it will help you to remember what you did and design future spells that will also use the best elements from your successful work, right? You can see what works, okay? And it's like, it's unique to you, because what may work for me may not work for you, or what may work for you may not work for me in the same way. So this is why it's really good to do this, okay? Now, you also want to keep a space for ritual notes, okay? Because you want to, like, I like to incorporate how my flames went, or notice the specific candles I use. What was they like? Did I take a cleansing bath beforehand? Did I add another incense? What incense did I add? You know what I mean? You want to pay attention to that. All right, so I feel like too, you should separate. You should have ritual notes on the aspect of, like, okay, I did this today. I went to the waterfall. I took this spiritual bath. I used this incense in the home today. But then also, because the candle flame, it can be a lot, you can even write a separate candle burning notes, okay, just for how the candle burn, just for how burn explanation is going. You can even pull tarot doing that, and that way you can get a reading as well. And you can gauge the energy. Like, the reading told me this at the beginning of their working, but then towards the end, it started to shift into this. Wow, the energy shifted. You can notice it through your own reading. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dope. You know, when you start to connect, it's just super dope. And I love the craft, okay? Period. And then your last section, you're going to have the spell results. So that's where you're going to just be jotting down the results of your spell and when the results happen. Okay, so that's going to be something that's ongoing until it manifests. You know what I mean? So if it takes 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, okay, well, you have that page, you remember you did that working, and you remember to it of, oh, it finally manifests. Yay. And now you can write that down. All right, manifestation is the final result of your spell, right? Achieving what it is that your spell set out to accomplish, okay? Noting the date at each step is important, because it gives you a reference point for how long the work took to manifest, and that way you can know, you know what I mean? Also too, with movement, is something happening that indicates things are moving in the right direction. So when you're looking at the different movements, like say your water goes down in your altar, like an ancestor drinks some of your water, or say the candle seem like it shifted, or the crystal, like, those things happen. Those things happen, and you need to pay attention to those things, to their messages. All right, and yeah, so I think that's pretty much it, you guys. So yeah, those are some of the things that you want to touch on, right? Your objectives of your spell, the start date of your spell, the end date of your spell, spell ingredients that you'll be using, petition paper, spoken word, spell word paper, spell layout and plan, ritual notes, candle flame notes, and then your spell results. Okay, so let me know how this video helped you. All right, and what area you feel like maybe you never thought of before that you need to start paying attention to, or what I have missed, and maybe I'm missing something that could be very helpful to me. So I love you guys. Love yourself. Don't forget to add me on my other channel, Divine Golden Intuitions, where we get in deep to whatever messages Spirit may be needing you to know at this specific time. I also have personal reads. If you want a personal read, you can go ahead and check my community tab out over there, or you can check out my Instagram page, Divine Golden Master, and check the pinned post. All right, my books will be closed for readings next month. So yeah, you guys, take advantage of that, of the May specials, and I love you, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace.